Welcome, dear listener. Tonight, I invite you to sit back, breathe deeply, and open your heart. This is not just a story, it is a quiet mirror, reflecting something within us all. Let us begin. In a small, quiet village surrounded by tall mountains and deep forests, there lived a wise old man. He had witnessed many seasons of life, from joyous celebrations to moments of deep sorrow. His eyes had seen the colors of the human heart: love, anger, fear, hope, and despair. One evening, as the sun set behind the hills and the sky glowed amber and purple, the old man sat by a crackling fire with his young grandson. The boy looked up at him with curious eyes, eager to hear a story. "My child," the old man began gently, "there is a battle that takes place inside every person. It is a quiet, unseen battle, a war waged deep within our souls." The boy's eyes widened. "What kind of battle, Grandpa?" The old man smiled and said, "Let me tell you a story about two wolves. Long ago, and even now, inside every person, two wolves are fighting. One wolf is evil. It represents anger, jealousy, greed, resentment, selfishness, and all things dark and destructive. The other wolf is good. It stands for love, kindness, humility, hope, forgiveness, and all things pure and peaceful." The boy asked, "Grandpa, which wolf wins?" The old man looked the boy in the eyes and said, "The one you feed." When we hear this story for the first time, many of us immediately think, "I must defeat the bad wolf." We want to be good people, kind and loving, so we tell ourselves to kill the dark wolf, to banish all negative feelings. But life is rarely that simple. The battle between these two wolves is not a straightforward war with a clear winner. Inside us, the fight between these two wolves is more like a dance or a tug of war. Sometimes, anger flares up and the dark wolf seems to roar the loudest. At other times, tenderness, hope, and forgiveness fill our hearts, and the light wolf leads. Neither wolf ever truly disappears. They live together inside us, tangled in an endless struggle. Every day, every moment, we decide which wolf to nurture, sometimes consciously, sometimes without realizing it. Most people believe the way to win the inner battle is to pick the good wolf and defeat the bad wolf. But that approach often leaves us feeling tired, overwhelmed, and frustrated. Listening to the bad wolf doesn't mean accepting all its destructive urges or harmful impulses. It means we pause and ask, why do I feel this anger? What is causing my jealousy? What wounds hide behind my fear? For example, when you feel angry, it is often a sign that you're hurt or scared, a defense mechanism trying to protect you from pain. If we only try to squash these feelings, we never heal the root causes. Why? Because ignoring or denying the bad wolf doesn't make it vanish. Instead, those feelings get pushed deep inside, becoming stronger, more stubborn, and harder to control. Maybe what we truly need is to listen to both wolves, to understand not only the good, but also the bad inside us. At the same time, we must nurture the good wolf with love, patience, and compassion. Not by pretending the bad wolf doesn't exist, but by accepting it and choosing peace anyway. Practices like mindfulness, meditation, and self-reflection help feed the good wolf. Learning to forgive ourselves and others and to act with kindness even when it's difficult strengthens the good wolf's presence in our hearts. Remember, this inner conflict is normal. Everyone faces it. No one is purely good or purely bad. We are complex beings, a mixture of light and shadow. Sometimes, we feel weak and overwhelmed by our darker emotions. That's not a failure. It's part of being human. And here's the question that changes everything. What if the answer isn't to fight? What if the way forward isn't winning or losing, but something else entirely? Living with both wolves means accepting them as parts of ourselves, neither rejecting the bad wolf nor blindly following it. It means observing your emotions without judgment, letting them come and go like waves. It means choosing how to respond rather than reacting impulsively. That is true mastery over the self. When anger surfaces. Imagine you're driving and suddenly someone cuts you off recklessly. Your first instinct might be to yell or honk furiously, the dark wolf roaring inside you. But if you pause, breathe deeply, and ask yourself, why do I feel so angry? Is this really about the other driver or something else? You might realize that you're already stressed from earlier events. You're learning to listen to the dark wolf instead of lashing out. Then you can feed the good wolf, choosing calmness, patience, and understanding. Or imagine feeling envious when a friend gets a promotion or recognition you desire. Instead of hiding or denying this feeling, acknowledge it honestly. Ask yourself, what does this envy tell me? Maybe it reveals your own desires or insecurities. Recognizing this can help you grow rather than fall into bitterness or resentment. Self-reflection exercise. Try this simple exercise each day. Find a quiet moment and tune into your feelings. Notice the presence of the dark wolf and the light wolf. What emotions arise? Ask yourself, which wolf am I feeding today? Reflect on your choices without judgment. Over time, this practice builds self-awareness and helps you cultivate balance. The battle within us is not a war to be won overnight. It is a lifelong journey requiring courage, patience, and honesty. Each day brings a new chance to feed the wolf you want to grow stronger. The old man's story with his grandson does not end here. Neither does the battle inside us. But what if the answer isn't to fight? Let's explore this together in the episodes to come. But first, listen carefully to both. If this story stirred something in you, if it made you pause, reflect, or feel seen, please consider subscribing to this channel. More stories like this are waiting for you. Stories that don't just entertain, but speak quietly to the soul. Until next time, feed the right wolf.